Hey, what's up YouTube? Audio Jake here bringing you another video. This one's on Warframe. Now, I unlocked the Helminth segment of my orbiter, and I thought I'd do a quick tutorial video of what it actually is and how to utilize it and why it's good. It's basically this ugly dude back here. I unlocked him, and in order to actually, let's go to navigation. In order to actually get the Helminth segment, you're going to have to go to Necrolisk. So if you haven't done the quests in order to unlock the Cambion Drift and Necrolisk, you're going to have to do that. It's the open world on Deimos, and I highly recommend that you do it. It's very good open world. It allows you to get Necromechs and this Helminth segment and some other cool kit guns, stuff like that. It's a really cool area. Alright, so we're down here on the planet, and we're going to have to go to, we're going to fast travel to the sun. So the sun is the one that's going to give us the Helminth segment. So we're going to browse his wares, and he has the actual segment blueprint, essentially. Now, you're going to need some rank. You're going to need rank 3 associates. You're going to have to grind that out, and you're going to actually have to grind some rank points as well. So you're going to need 15,000 in order to buy the blueprint. Also, you need rank 8 mastery. So if you're not rank 8 mastery, you're going to have to grind out to rank 8 mastery. How do you increase your mastery ranks? Well, you increase your mastery ranks by having leveled warframes, having leveled weapons, and it can be primary weapons, secondary weapons, melee weapons. That's how you increase your mastery, if you were just wondering. You're also going to need all of these sub items here that the blueprint segment's asking for. So credits, the purple velocipod tags. You have to grind those all out on Deimos, essentially. Is essentially where you get all these products, okay? So once you have your segment, you're going to go back to your orbiter, and you're going to stick it into your forge, and you're going to build it. And it's going to take, I believe, 23 hours in order to build it in your forge. You can rush it, just like always, rush it with plat. So here's your forge, you're going to go to your foundry, and you're going to build it. And it's essentially going to open up over here. It's going to open up this chair in order for you to utilize the big ugly dude back here. Alright, so what is Helminth? Well, it has some base rank 3 abilities that you can, like here, empower, infest mobility, master summons, right? Some neat rank 3 abilities that you can use to replace your current Warframe's rank 3 ability. But the really interesting part about Helminth is that you can take other Warframes, you can have them have the Helminth consume them and make their rank 3 ability available for your current Warframe. So I have a Gauze here, and his rank 3 ability is okay. It's average, but it's not great, right? So I could actually take something like Fire Blast from Ember, which has an armor stripping component. I could feed the Helminth an Ember, a copy of my Ember, and now Fire Blast will become available for me to imprint on my Gauze, and Gauze would now have Fire Blast as his rank 3 ability, which would have armor stripping. That is really cool. But keep in mind, I have to feed it a Ember, essentially a Warframe. So don't feed it your prime Warframes. Grind out a copy of your Warframe and feed the Helminth that. Feed it the copy. So I highly recommend you do that. Do not feed it your primes. Do not feed it your primary Warframes. Grind out a copy of it and then feed it to get the rank 3 ability available to imprint on other Warframes. So that's essentially the system. And a really popular one is Roar. This is Rhino's rank 3 ability. So grind out a Rhino, feed it, and now Roar would be available for you to imprint on other Warframes. And it basically has every Warframe's level 3 ability, right? So Malt, you know, Ice Wave, that kind of stuff. So in order to feed it, you can feed it a Warframe here through the Subsume, essentially, and you're going to get 2,500, I believe, Metamorphosis points. Metamorphosis is basically the Helminth's rank, essentially. And if you click on it, it gives you the rewards of what you unlock for metamorphosis. So you can go all the way to level 15 essentially. So you can feed it warframes, right? And here you can see I have a timer, and I've already fed it an Ivira, right? So quivers are going to become available in 11 hours. And you can also rush this as well. And if you look over here on the right side, the bottom button, it says feed, right? Bowser, that's the name of my Helminth. I named it Bowser. And here's the feeding system itself, where the Helminth will gather secretions to use to imprint your warframes. So you have over here the sections basically of, so oxides, right, calyx, biotics. Here's the sections of where you need, you level up the feeding process essentially. Bile, pheromones, right, synthetics. These are all his secretions essentially. So you see there's a percentage, right? So there's 100%. This one's only 33%. So he's hungry here. He wants some more of the calyx, right? So here's all, and it basically utilizes all of the materials you've gathered throughout the entire game of playing Warframe essentially. Green arrows means that he would like you to feed him those abilities, and if you hover over it, you can see the percentage change right on the right side of what's going to happen if you feed it that. So Gallerus rods, right here, bam, I just fed it, there you went, it's 63%, right? And he chomp, right? So there you go. Cubic diodes, right? He wants 7,000 of those. So asterite, right? He wants 300, and then it'll go to 93%. You're really only going to want to feed it green arrow up. When it's like this, you're going to get a see the percentage increase is very, very low, right? And if it's red, it'll be a down arrow red if you fed too much of the product to him. Don't do that. If there's a red arrow, do not feed it, because you are just basically throwing away resources. Now, if you have a ton of those resources and you don't care, be my guest, but you're not going to get very good secretion levels by feeding it items that he's already, hey, you fed me too much, essentially. So this is pretty much the system. There's nothing really complicated about it. Green arrow means good, feed it those, but be careful that you're not draining all of your resources, especially if you don't really have a plan for the Helminth and you don't really have any good abilities that you need to imprint on a warframe, essentially. And then it's going to ask you, hey, are you sure you want to feed it? Yeah, go ahead. So that's pretty much the system. There's nothing, it's not too complicated. Just remember that you need a certain rank in order to get the segment. You need some rep. You need warframes to actually feed it to unlock the rank 3 abilities, right? That you want to imprint on other warframes. And that's pretty much it. I hope you liked the video. Hope it was helpful. And please like and subscribe. Help me grow the channel. Thanks. Audio Jake, signing off.